Level 1. The poster. You're not on the most wanted list yet. You're on a poster at the post office that nobody reads. Tuesday, March 12th, 2024. 10:47 a.m. First National Bank, Oakdale. You walk in wearing a gray hoodie from Walmart. $14.99. Washed twice. The Taurus G3C in your jacket pocket weighs 22 ounces. You practice this 50 times in your bathroom mirror. The teller's name tag says Barbara. Gray roots showing under a home dye job. Reading glasses on a beaded chain. You pull the gun. Empty the drawer. No dye packs. Your voice cracks. Barbara's hands shake so hard she drops the first stack of 20s. The security camera above the loan desk points straight at your face. You told yourself the hoodie would be enough. You didn't think about the angle. 47 seconds. You leave with $4,200. By 11:30 a.m., your picture is in 3 databases. Your FBI case number KC 2024-3847-BR. Special Agent Marcus Webb gets your case along with 42 others. He spends 8 minutes on it. Runs your photo through facial recognition. No hits, because you've never been arrested. Sends emails to local departments. Moves on. The money sits in a storage unit in Raytown. Unit 347. You rented it for $89 a month using your real name, because you didn't know you weren't supposed to. 6 months pass. Your case moves to page 4 of Agent Webb's files. You sleep fine most nights. Sometimes you dream about Barbara's hands shaking. You could live like this. Some people do. Level 2. The regional threat. You hit 3 more banks. Now there's a pattern. And patterns get attention. September through December. Different cities. Same state. Same height. Same build. Same walk. Your left foot turns out slightly from an old basketball injury. The system flags it. Agent Webb gets pulled into a conference room with 3 other agents. A task force. Code name, Lonesome Bank Robber. Your photo goes on Facebook. 340 shares in 2 days. Your ex-girlfriend Sarah sees it. She stares for 3 minutes. The way you stand. Your build. She almost calls the tip line. Then she remembers how you broke up. She closes Facebook. But your phone already betrayed you. You used it driving through Warrensburg, checking satellite view of banks on Google Maps. Your phone pinged the tower at 3:47 p.m. The FBI pulls tower data. There are 4,200 phones in the radius. They're running algorithms. You're on page 63 of that list. You won't be for long. Level 3. The federal priority. You graduate to violent crime. Everything changes. 5th robbery. There's a security guard. You didn't know there'd be a guard. You pull the gun. Don't move. He moves. His hand goes to his hip, a .38 revolver in a leather holster older than you are. You fire. The sound is impossibly loud. Your ears ring. The guard stumbles back, hits the wall, slides down. Blood spreads across his tan uniform shirt. Allied Security Services patch on his shoulder. You don't remember deciding to pull the trigger. Your hand just did it. The guard survives. Bullet through his shoulder. 3 hours of surgery. He'll keep the arm. He'll never work security again. He'll have nightmares about the sound of the gun for the rest of his life. You're not just a bank robber anymore. You're an attempted murderer. The task force triples. Your photo goes on billboards. I-70, I-35, Highway 50. Armed A&D dangerous. Crime Stoppers, $25,000 reward. CNN picks it up. Thursday, January 23rd, Sarah sees you on the news. The surveillance footage from Lexington. The way you hold the gun. She knows. She stares at her phone. The FBI tip line. 1-800-CALL-FBI. She thinks about 2 years together. How you were never violent. Never angry. Quiet, sometimes distant. Never dangerous. She doesn't recognize the person in the video. She makes the call. Gives them your name. Your address. Your brother in Tulsa. The storage unit? She helped you move boxes there 3 years ago. She still remembers the unit number. 347. She's crying when she hangs up. By 8:30 p.m., agents cut the lock on Unit 347. $32,900 in vacuum-sealed bags. The Taurus G3C. Clothes. Masks. Gloves with your Dina. Warrant issued at 9:42 p.m. Level 4. The manhunt begins. They know your name now. They know where you grew up. Who your family is. You're sleeping in your car at a rest stop off Highway 65. Phone off. Battery removed. The FBI is at your mother's door at 9:47 a.m. 3 agents. She doesn't know where you are. She cries when they show her the footage. That's not my son. My son wouldn't hurt anyone. Your brother Mike is at work in Tulsa. Construction job. FBI tells him to call if you make contact. Mike sits in his truck for 15 minutes. He doesn't know you anymore. Saturday, January 25th. Motel 6, Lebanon, Missouri. You paid cash. Fake name. Robert Johnson. The room smells like bleach and cigarettes. You ate a Slim Jim and a Coke for dinner. You have $596.53 left. You think about turning yourself in. You don't. Monday, January 27th. One more bank. Population 612. You need money. The teller, Diane, opens the drawer, steady hands. She's done this before. The younger teller stands crying silently, tears running down her face. It's okay, you say. You don't know why. It's okay. I'm leaving. You walk out. You got away clean. But the bank had a new security system installed 3 weeks ago. Facial recognition. State of the art. It captures your eyes, the spacing, your walk, that left foot turning out. Upload to the FBI database is automatic. Real time. Match comes back in 17 minutes. 15 agencies mobilize. Helicopters, roadblocks, thermal imaging. 6:15 p.m., Highway 63. You see lights a quarter mile ahead. 3 patrol cars. 6 cops. You slow down, turn off. Side road. Gravel. Getting dark. Temperature dropping. You park behind a dumpster at a closed grocery store. Sirens in the distance. Getting closer. You get out. Take the backpack. The money. The gun. Leave your 2007 Honda Civic behind a Piggly Wiggly in a town whose name you don't know. You walk into the woods. Level 5. The Fugitive. It ends face down in frozen dirt. January in Arkansas. 23 degrees. You have jeans, a hoodie, a light jacket, boots with holes you've been meaning to replace. 3 days in the woods. Fires you extinguish before dawn, terrified of the smoke. Granola bar rationed to half a day. Water bottle freezes. You melt snow in your hands and drink it, knowing it's dropping your core temperature, but having no choice. On the 3rd night, you break into a farmhouse. Warm inside. Canned soup, crackers, peanut butter. You eat standing at the counter. Can't stop. Eat until you're sick. Throw up in the sink. Eat more. You sleep for 14 hours. Next afternoon, a neighbor drives by. Too slow. Looking at the house like something's wrong. You leave immediately. The FBI finds your car. They know you're on foot. They know you're close. Dogs. Bloodhounds. 4 of them, starting at your car, picking up your scent through miles of forest. You hear them before you see them, baying in the distance, getting closer. You run. Your body is shutting down. Haven't eaten in 20 hours. Feet bleeding. Ankle twisted, swollen to twice its size. You find a ravine. Steep. Slide down. Your ankle screams. You lie at the bottom of a frozen creek bed, staring up at bare branches. The dogs arrive. Then tactical units. Men in body armor. Hands up. Let me see your hands. You raise your hands. The gun is in your waistband. You don't reach for it. Some part of your brain still wants to live. They tackle you anyway. Face hits frozen ground. Ice and mud and rocks. Hands yanked behind your back. Zip ties cutting off circulation. Helicopter deafening overhead. Rotor wash, kicking up everything. Someone reads your rights. You can't hear the words over the noise and your own heartbeat. 15 months of running ends face down in a creek bed in Arkansas. The system. The federal courthouse. The judge reads the charges. Armed bank robbery, counts 1 through 6. Attempted murder. Assault with a deadly weapon. Use of a firearm during a felony. Felony evading. Your public defender is 28, carrying 73 cases. She visits 3 times. The prosecutor's offer comes in May. Plead guilty to 8 counts. 40 years. Federal prison. No parole. Or go to trial and risk life without parole. The evidence is overwhelming, she says. You take the deal. Sentencing. August 15th, 2025. The judge sentences you to 40 years. Federal Bureau of Prisons. No parole. Good behavior can reduce it to 32. You'll be 63 when you're released, if you survive. The years. USP Leavenworth. Concrete walls 30 feet high. Guard towers. Razor wire. Cell D block. Cell 347. The irony isn't lost on you. 8 feet by 10 feet. Your cellmate Marcus has been inside 19 years. He doesn't talk to new arrivals. He lies on the top bunk reading a paperback western with yellow pages. You do the math. 40 years is 14,600 days. You don't sleep. Count time at 5 a.m. Breakfast at 6. Kitchen duty at 7, 12 cents an hour. The days blend together. You stop counting after 18 months. It doesn't help to count. Year 3. Library job. You read 60 books the first year. Westerns, mysteries, history, science fiction. You take classes. GED, then community college courses. It gives you something to work toward. Year 7. Your mother dies. Heart attack. March 15th. The chaplain tells you. You request permission to attend the funeral. Denied. Security risk. Marcus, your cellmate for 7 years, offers you a cigarette. Contraband. You take it. Smoke it in the cell. It's the only acknowledgement of your loss you receive. Year 18. You write Thomas Reeves a letter. Takes 3 days to write. An apology. You mail it. It comes back. Return to sender. Year 22. Mike reaches out. His kids are grown. He's been thinking about mortality, about family, about the brother he lost. You write back. Once a month, then once a week. It's something. Not much, but something. Year 32. Early release hearing. Model prisoner. Low risk. Education. Psychological evaluation. They grant it. August 15th, 2057. The end. They give you $600 from prison wages, clothes that don't fit anymore, a bus ticket to Kansas City. You walk out. The sun is too bright. You squint. The air smells fresh. You forgot what fresh air smells like. Halfway house on Troost Avenue. 37 job applications in 3 months. 2 interviews. No offers. This is your life now. This is what 40 years bought you. Even after 32 years inside, you still wake up expecting count time at 5 a.m. Still expect the lights that never turn off. Still expect Marcus on the bunk above you. But it's just you, in a studio apartment in Kansas City. Alone. Free. Whatever that means. The most wanted list continues without you. New faces. New crimes. New people who think they're smarter than everyone who came before. They're not. Nobody is.